Good day, learners. My name is Melissa F. Panaga. I am your teacher for today's lesson. In this video, you will learn to identify and describe forms of energy: sound, heat, light, and electrical energy. Give examples of materials that produce sound and describe how sound is produced. Identify the forms of energy in an object that produces sound and illustrate the energy transformation involved in it. Describe heat and give examples of materials that produce heat. And describe heat as a mode of energy transfer. So grab your pen and paper to take note important details. Are you ready to learn? Let's begin. Energy can be classified into two general types: a potential energy and kinetic energy. Potential energy is energy at rest. It can be thought as a stored energy because this is the energy possessed by objects that are not moving. Examples of situations where objects demonstrate potential energy are a ball placed in a box, water in a glass, and a book lying on top of a table. While kinetic energy is energy in motion, it can be thought as active energy. A rolling ball, flowing water in a waterfall, and a boy sliding on a slide are examples of objects showing kinetic energy. Energy comes in different forms, and it is produced differently. The different forms of energy are light or radiant energy, heat or thermal energy, nuclear energy, electrical energy, mechanical energy, chemical energy, sound energy, and magnetic energy. These energy forms can be transformed and used in another form. So discover and learn more about sound energy, heat or thermal energy, light or radiant energy, and electrical energy. So let's define these different forms of energy. Sound energy. It is produced by vibrating objects. When objects vibrate, sound waves are produced. Heat or thermal energy. It is the result of the movement of tiny particles called atoms, molecules, or ions in solid, liquid, and gas. Light or radiant energy. It is an energy that can travel through empty space called vacuum. Electricity. It is an energy produced by moving electrons. It may be static or current electricity. Now, listen to the gentle hum of your fan, or even the beat of your heart. Can you hear something? If yes, you have been listening to a sound. So what is sound energy? Sound energy is a form of energy that an object produces when moving back and forth or vibrating rapidly. Those vibrations can be produced by plucking, striking, or blowing. When an object vibrates, the air molecules around the object also vibrate. These vibrations are called sound waves. Sounds differ in pitch, intensity, and quality. You can hear and distinguish the pitch and the intensity of a sound. The quality of a sound enables you to tell the difference between the sources that produce the same tone of the sound. Have you heard bird chirping, boys quarreling, or sounds from a full volume radio lately? Which of these sounds are pleasant or unpleasant to hear? Pleasing sounds amuse or help you enjoy life, On the other hand, noises or sounds that are too loud may irritate a person and even affect health. Whether it is music or noise to your ear, sound enables you to communicate with other people. All matter possesses energy, but this energy is useless if unused. It has to be changed into a usable form. Energy must be transformed from one form to another before they can be beneficial. This is what energy transformation is. So, do you know what is energy transformation? Correct. It is the change of energy from one form to another. Here are a few examples of sound energy transformation. When you pluck the strings of the guitar, the strings vibrate and sound is produced. The mechanical energy possessed by vibrating strings is changed to sound energy. When you turn on a television, the electrical energy from the source of electricity changed to light energy and eventually to sound energy. This is why this family enjoys watching their favorite TV show. This is one beneficial effect of energy transformation. While cooking, sound energy is produced. What happens when you boil water in a whistling kettle? What sound do you hear when the water boils? The kettle whistles when the water boils. Thus, it produces sound energy. The heat causes the molecules in the steam to move rapidly and push the steam out through the small opening in the kettle. So the heat energy is transformed into sound energy. Scientists believe that matter is made up of tiny particles called molecules. These molecules move to and fro, possessing kinetic energy. This molecular movement is what you call heat or thermal energy. So basically, heat energy is the average kinetic energy of molecules in an object. So what are the materials that produce heat? Sun is the main natural source of heat. It radiates heat to warm us on our planet Earth. Burner also gives heat with the use of gas. It is used for cooking food. Next is oven toaster. When a toaster is turned on, a piece of bread is turned into a piece of toast. This is due to the heat energy of the oven toaster. Then the flat iron. When you use the flat iron, electricity is needed. So electrical energy is transformed into heat energy. Heat is needed to iron the clothes. Can heat move? Of course it can. Heat is energy in transit. As heat travels, it also transfers to other bodies. For heat to flow, it is necessary to have at least two objects of different temperature. The energy is always transferred from the warm object to the cooler one. The system will transfer heat until both objects are at the same temperature. Now, how does heat travel or how is it transferred? Heat can travel, shift, or transfer from one place to another in several ways. The different modes of heat transfer include conduction, convection, and radiation. Conduction, the transfer of heat from one substance to another due to direct contact. Convection, this is a transfer of heat by mixing a fluid caused by molecular motion. While radiation, it is the energy radiated or transmitted in the forms of rays or wave particles. Here are examples of conduction. Conduction happens when you iron your clothes. The heat from the flat iron is being transferred to the clothes due to direct contact. Next is melting ice cube on your hands. The heat is being transferred from the hand to the ice cube, resulting for the ice cube to be melted. How about convection? Convection happens when there is a transfer of heat energy in air or fluid by movement of currents. The movement of heat energy is in circular motion. Example is the hot air balloon. As the hot air rises, the cooler air moves the bottom of the balloon to get hot again. So the circulation or the movement of air is an example of convection. What are examples of radiation? The heat travels to Earth by electromagnetic waves and heated roof due to sunshine. Heat is being transferred by electromagnetic waves. These waves are invisible, which carry energy through empty space as well as through solid, liquid, and gas. And that ends our lesson for today. Thank you for tuning in. See you again next time for another scientific lesson. Always remember that science is not just amazing, it is fun. Again, this is Teacher Melai. Bye!